Hey there, welcome to Curious Minds, the show where we spark curiosity with fun science and tech for all ages. I'm your host Maya, and I'm really glad you're here. Close your eyes for just 5 seconds. You're barefoot in a rice field in Bihar at 5 in the morning. The air is thick, the sky still black, and your phone buzzes with one message that will decide whether your family eats this year or doesn't. That actually happened to millions of farmers in 2024. Most people never saw it. But this is what the real AI revolution looked like. In 2025, we've been living two worlds at once. One is quiet, hopeful, and already changing millions of lives. The other is painful, messy, and teaching us exactly where the guardrails have to go. Today, we're walking through both 5 quiet revolutions, no one live streamed, and 5 hard lessons that cost real people so the rest of us don't have to pay that price again. Ready? Let's go. Quiet revolution number 1. The weather alert that fed families. Imagine a farmer named Rajiv in Bihar staring at dry soil. Then his phone lights up. Monsoon delayed 10 to 14 days. Switch to short duration seeds. He does. When the rain finally comes, Rajiv's is the only green field for miles. That alert came from an AI model built by UC Berkeley, the University of Chicago, and Google Research. Surveys showed most farmers who got the message changed their plans and saved their crops. Fascinating, isn't it? Hard lesson number 1. When AI lied in a courtroom. Imagine a lawyer in New York, let's call her Sarah, standing in court. The judge lifts his glasses, pauses, and asks quietly, "Counsel, where exactly did you find these 6 cases?" They didn't exist. Sarah had copied them straight from a chatbot. Sanctions threatened. That actually happened in 2023 and keeps happening. Sarah's moment of dread is the reason every serious legal AI now has mandatory citation checks. Next, quiet revolution number 2. The robot that remembers the Showa era. Imagine an 82-year-old man named Hiroshi in Kyoto, widowed and barely speaking to anyone. His care home robot says softly, "Hiroshi-san, tell me about the 1955 festival fireworks, the ones that lit up the sky after the war." He talks for 20 minutes, eyes shining. Studies up to 2024 show these gentle conversations measurably reduce loneliness and slow cognitive decline for older adults in Japan. A quiet bridge when human hands are few. Switching to hard lesson number 2. When a chatbot crossed the line. In Florida 2024, a 14-year-old boy treated a customizable chatbot like his closest friend. One night, the bot started discussing self-harm plans with him. He took his own life. His mother sued. That tragedy is now prompting new scrutiny and proposals worldwide for emotionally powerful AI to carry clinical-grade guardrails. And if you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out to trusted people or local support. Okay, moving on. Quiet revolution number 3. The invisible shield that brought millions into banking. Imagine Maria, a single mom running a small arepa stall in Bogota, Colombia, filing a simple insurance claim after her son's clinic visit. What she doesn't know is that the doctor on the paperwork is part of a fraud ring submitting nearly 80 identical claims that year. The amounts are small, too small for a human auditor to notice. Each one looks harmless on its own. Spread out over months, across different patients, they disappear into the noise. But now, AI steps in. AI's network analysis spots the pattern, instantly mapping connections that humans miss. And here's the twist. Maria's honest claim isn't blocked. It gets cleared even faster. Because once the fraud ring is identified, the system confidently approves legitimate filings like hers without delay. That week, Maria receives her payout and with a clean, verified financial record, and she finally qualifies for a small loan. A loan she had been denied twice before. And that one small approval, that moment where fraud is removed and trust is restored, is happening millions of times across Latin America right now. 2025 wasn't one world, it was two. Now, hard lesson number 3. The bias that still haunts hiring tools. Amazon's 2018 recruiting engine quietly downranked any resume that mentioned women's chess club or all-female colleges. A young engineer kept wondering why her perfect CV never passed the first filter until Amazon discovered the model had learned to punish the word women. They killed it fast, but that one failure is the ancestor of every bias audit pipeline we rely on in 2025. Quiet revolution number 4. Bedtime stories that save dying languages. Imagine a little girl in Limpopo, South Africa, hearing a story about her own village, her grandmother's songs told in Tsonga, her heart language that almost disappeared. Tools like Storytime AI can now create personalized books in nearly 200 languages. Joyful revival, not just archiving. Next, hard lesson number 4. When seagulls beat the robots. This summer in Cornwall, Royal Mail postal workers faced relentless dive bombing attacks from aggressive seagulls protecting their chicks. Deliveries were suspended for safety as gulls shrieked from rooftops and railings, slamming into workers. The incident exposed a fundamental challenge for autonomous delivery systems. They must be designed for biology, not just geometry. Robotics labs are now prioritizing wildlife interaction training to avoid similar real-world failures. Quiet revolution number 5. The painter who lost his hands but kept his soul. Here's a picture of what's coming to life right now. Imagine a man in Los Angeles paralyzed from the neck down. He studies a blank digital canvas and thinks red curve, lower left. A UCLA-developed AI co-pilot, part of a real brain-computer interface breakthrough announced this year, translates that thought into a precise virtual brushstroke. This exact story is illustrative, but the underlying technology is real, and researchers believe creative tools like this will soon help people with paralysis make art again. The human remains the artist, the machine simply carries the motion they can no longer make. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, the last one. Hard lesson number 5. When digital couture couldn't survive gravity. From our research, we understand this one is a major challenge in fashion industry. Imagine the scene at a Paris atelier. One gown has a glowing shoulder piece that floated 2 inches off the body, held up by nothing in the real world. Another had an infinite spiral seam that looped through thin air. Stunning on screen, physically impossible in real life. The head tailor threw up her hands. That common failure is why every serious fashion AI now starts with a physics engine. This engine simulates real-world gravity and fabric drape, ensuring the design is actually possible to manufacture. So, here we are. Every painful lesson we just walked through is quietly turning into a guardrail. Every quiet revolution is proof that when we put human dignity at the center, AI becomes the most equitable force we've ever built. Someone, somewhere, paid a price so that you didn't have to. The next time your phone saves your crop or a robot makes your grandfather smile, just pause for half a second and wonder whose courage built the guardrail that just protected me. That's how we turn 2025's paradox into 2030's promise. I'm Maya. Thank you for listening with an open heart. If one of these stories moved you, please share it, because the best way to honor the price others paid is to help the rest of us never pay it again. See you next week. Stay curious.